Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. That is CPA Nithiladivar classes. Today we'll discuss about scientific management theory of Frederick Taylor. So let's proceed. Frederick Taylor. Frederick Taylor is a founding father of organizational studies. His scientific management approach has surely touched many aspects of your professional life, as you will see in the coming slides. Frederick Taylor was a mechanical engineer and a management consultant. It means that he was an outside person that would come into the organizations to study how to make them better. He saw that factories were emerging everywhere and there was no standardized ways to do any of the tasks, especially for managing large groups of people and dealing with complex tasks. So Taylor saw this need and he wanted to step in to make the organizations more standardized. He wanted to make organizations more standardized, efficient and productive by studying their work process very closely. He came with the term scientific management and he wrote so many books about it. There is a lot of work done by Taylor for the management. Taylor wrote many books on scientific management. Scientific management means applying science to work, that is, analyzing the task carefully and systematically to speed the work. He wanted to break away the rule of thumb. Instead, he wanted to create the best way to do that. Rule of thumb means the work which was being done by so many people in the past by the way they wanted. It was not the best way to do the work, it was the way which everybody wants to do it. But the Taylor said, no, that is not the way to do a thing. We should always find out the best way to do the work so that it involves least amount of time with the least amount of workers at the least amount of cost. So his scientific management, of course, named after him, is also known as Taylorism. Division of labor. The second principle by Taylor. He wanted to divide the work process into smaller, simpler, and separate steps. Like instead of doing the whole process by one person, he wanted that process should be divided into simple steps and separate steps so the two or three different other persons can do that one process. Suppose if we ask about to make a tea, then instead of making the whole tea by the one person, he separated the process of like the person who will take care of sugar, the person who will take care of milk, the person who will take care of the masalas. So everything like this. He wanted that the process should be divided into different steps and each step should be done by the different person if possible. He wanted to determine the one best way, a standard way to do that task to boost the productivity. So instead of determining the best way to do that whole process, he wanted to divide that process into smaller steps and then finding the best way to do that particular step. Before Taylor, the supervisors generally hired on the basis of favoritism and nepotism. That is, if they knew someone, they would hire them. But the Taylor emphasized on recruiting the employees which are most suitable for the job. He even recommended that the company should train and develop their workers. That is, he introduced the word training for the employees, which was very rare on his time. Taylor emphasized on the hierarchy system in any organization. He wanted a clear chain of command authority structure that separated the managers from workers. So every worker's act should be preceded by the supervision of a management. In this way, there would be chances of making less amount of errors, as the work of employees would be supervised by any supervisor or the managers. Managers would design work process and enforced how the work was performed. So it means managers were the thinkers who design the work process, and the employees were the doers who will simply follow the directions. In this way, we can hold responsible that where the workers are neglected, or where the workers have done mistakes, or where there was a lack of managerial action. So there remains a harmony between both the managers and the employees, as nobody would be blamed regarding another's fault. As mentioned earlier, instead of favoritism or nepotism, Taylor wanted to recruit employees who were trained and who were the first class employees to match with the job which best suited them. He told that more productive workers should be paid more, so that the workers are motivated to work in the best possible way. Employees who could not meet the standards were either fired or were paid less, so that they get motivated to work better to achieve the higher pace. He wanted that the manager's interest and the employee's interest should be coordinated. That is, for fair day of work, the person should get the fair day pay. So that way, nobody is at loss. That's why he introduced the way incentive for the workers who will achieve the standards. So those were the principles of management by Frederick Taylor. If you guys have any question, please leave it in our comment section. Follow my channel for more updates, and if you want me to make a video on any particular subject, then please leave it a comment and I'll try to make it for you. Thank you.